Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup features two teams who both walked away with a notch in the loss column last week. It's the Dolphins going up against the Buccaneers. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And the wideout in motion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Winston. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Ready, 125. 125.
On second down, Winston again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Ready, blue 80.
Now Jameis on second down. Wide open receiver complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Easy.
Halfback sent in motion.
Easy.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Detroit! Let's go! Green, 30. Detroit!
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it. Here we go.
Right back to Procise. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Quan Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's third and short.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurt. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. C.J. Prosise, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he motions the wide receiver. Winston on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This is Prosise on the carry. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Stills over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Right, flip it. Son, easy. Easy.
On third down, Winston. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A first down throw for Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. White 25. White 50.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Now Jameis on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. And the wideout in motion.
Wait.
3rd and goal. Winston. That's caught at the 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the left side, this is Stills. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Flush to his right, and he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Lucky 56. Now let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and 4th down coming up. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Jameis now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he motions the wide receiver. Jameis to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go.
White. Ready. Blue ready.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
I confirm that.
Jameis again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
To throw is Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
White. Ready. Easy.
From the red zone now, Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Ready. Blue ready. My 50. Flip it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, Sonic. Easy. Ready. Blue ready. Easy. White. Ready. Blue ready. Flip it. Sonic.
On third down, Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll look to throw here. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll drop to throw. C.J. Procise was the intended target. And it's now 4th and 3. So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, blue lady. My 50.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side, Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Ready, blue lady. My 50. White. Flip it. Ready, blue lady. Sonic.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to air one out, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now. Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A second down carry for Procise. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Watch him now, boys. Over. Hurry up, here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The play clock's running down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Here's Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Slot man moves right. A first down throw for Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the wideout in motion. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. He rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Parker left side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back now in Tampa. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. C.J. Procise with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now they're in the hurry-up. 1st down, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Play action now, Winston. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with an acrobatic catch. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. after that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit now, Barney! Hurry up!
They'll run with Procise. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go now. White 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Ready. Blue ready.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Flip it.
Following the interception, Winston throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Winston. Try to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the left side, this is Stills. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back to throw here. He'll dump it off to Procise. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Noah Spence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, Procise. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to throw. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.